We're Heart Breakfast, Des, Adele and Grado. We're at the Fringe in the heart of it. The sun is shining. We're on our Lothian bus and we are with Fringe royalty. Come on, let's hear it for Jason Byrne.
There we go. I love a bus.
Where do you sit on the bus? Where do you sit on the bus?
Well, I love sitting there.
Yeah.
Normally.
But I do get up and try and get to the front still. Because when I'm in Edinburgh, I have a bike or I'll use the bus. The bus down... because I'm staying up in the meadows, so I've learned all the buses now, like the 11, the 15, the 16, and I didn't know, it was very exciting that the 27 takes a right turn off the meadows, just outside the coffee shop that I like. That's about 100 metres from where I'm staying. I mean, and that's the 27, everyone.
That's the
not
27,
not the 25. That goes straight on through the meadows, and the 25 will not be taking a right.
And this is your show this year. It's just
It's all
listing
about
bus
buses,
timetables.
and I get heckled by the buses. People dress up as buses, like a cosplay. They'll dress up as buses to Leith and maybe coach buses over to Glasgow. And it's a great show.
And you get trained people that come to, angry that you're not talking enough about trains.
We don't.
as well.
It's not a train show.
That's fine.
No,
planes,
we're not.
Is that planes? No, is that?
No, just the buses.
Just buses.
Yeah.
I'm out.
And you know what's great with the new buses is that when we were kids, like the engine was literally on your arse. Remember you used to go at the back, and your mum and everybody like boiling at the back. And I remember getting on. I mean, there's a few rocking around here. Do you remember running onto the back of the bus?
Yeah.
I don't remember
grabbing the pole.
No,
I did that.
I do remember if I went on a school trip, my mum would give me a load of paper to sit in my bums. That was apparently to stop me being sick.
Why? So like motion sickness or something?
So like, see if you imagine like getting a big stack of paper and we would all sit like that with stacks of paper. To stop
that stops you rocking.
Apparently that stops you from getting motion sickness.
Well, why are we spending money on these bracelets that stick into your wrists?
I don't know. There's poison in this.
Just give people loads of paper. Your program is always so informative.
Yes,
it's really good. And that's why people listen to Heart.
You're right. Yeah. And I'll give you another bit of information. If I'm right or wrong in this, is it 30 years of you being at this Fringe?
Yeah, but I got a fright last year because I was at a gig in Dolan's warehouse in Limerick, and he said, "Can you stay around tomorrow? It's our 30th anniversary." And I went, "Ha! 30 years this place?" And he went, "But is that not when you started?" And I went, "Oh yeah, that is when I started." I didn't even remember.
How's it
1996.
changed? How's it changed for you here since then, all the way through?
Well, I've been here. Well, I've been back and forth so much that there's a step down in the Royal Mile that I've put a dent in. You'll see all the dents they go over thousands of years. Well, it's definitely bigger, and then we used to, as comics, we used to only go down to Cowgate to Late and Live. That was the only place you could hang out at night. So I was down there with Johnny Vegas, who else? Let's see, Jimmy Carr down there, Tim Minchin, like all of us just down, and I'm sure we get, well, Puppetry the Penis was when they did their first show there, and we didn't know what they were doing. And I said, what are you doing, lads? Two Australian guys going, "Oh, we just do stuff, with our bits and pieces." And nobody knew what they were, and they went on to be the biggest thing in Australia.
It was phenomenal if you watched it. How did you learn to be good at that?
Don't know, but on and on, and we got and in those days we had a guy called Boopy Graffo who's a comic still, brilliant Boopy, and when you were on stage, Boopy was allowed to go up into the sound box and heckle you as God while you were doing your set.
That's great.
In front of 2 a.m. in front of loads of drunk Scots anyway.
That's brilliant.
And he's going, and you'd be talking away about trying to do your routine, and he'd go, "Jason," and you're like, "Oh no," and I goes, "Who is it?" "It's God." And then you'd be going, "How am I doing?" And he'd go, "Not great." And loads of stuff. It was just like, it was vicious.
That was an education, that Late and Live, and I remember that era and watching you, Jason, and it was guys like Daniel Kitson, I remember, and Adam Hills, Ross Noble, all those people. But before I did the Fringe, I remember, and you can inform me whether I imagined this or not, was there a documentary about the Edinburgh Fringe and you were featured on it?
Edinburgh Bust.
Edinburgh Bust.
Yeah.
Now that must have been late 90s. And it was you doing your first Fringe show?
Yeah, so 96 was Sorry Think You're Funny. I came second to Tommy Tiernan, which wasn't very fair because he won by a point and there was no points. Then second year, me and Tommy shared a bill in 97 where Ray Davies from the Kings came into our room. Like I'm
That's unbelievable.
I'm on stage and there's only 100 people in the room, and Ray Davies just walks across the stage, just nods at a Hyatt and sits into the crowd.
Oh my goodness.
Ray Davies. What? And then Brendan Gleeson comes in 2 weeks later, because I'm about to go home and be in a movie called The General with Brendan, which was about Martin Cahill, the gangster. It was directed by John Borman that did the Deliverance.
Yes.
And by the way, me and Tommy had lost a stone weight each here, because we just barely didn't really eat. Right. And we were only doing 30 minutes each. We were out having the crack. And I came back on set, massive set, like in Dublin, and John Borman went, "What the hell happened to you? You're supposed to be in your 30s. You look 12." So the following year then was Edinburgh Bus, where they'd follow a couple of comics like me, Adam Bloom, Ed and Tommy and all.
It's still on YouTube.
You can have a look at it. And I have a little tiny clip of it in my new show on the stage. Yeah. And this is how I became big in Edinburgh. Because I said, people were there going, "Oh, I seen you on Edinburgh Bust." It's going, "Oh, yeah, did you see the bits of set and all?" They're going, "No, didn't see any of the set, like me comedy." Says, "Oh, did you see the other lads, the interviews?" "No." Nah. I says, "Well, why were you watching it?" And they went, "See if I can see my house." And that's why they all knew me. They're all trying to see their houses. And their shops, and they're going, "Oh, I went there, that's where I live." And that's what it was. And then we became big then.
I want to know what you think about it. See, when you walk through the Fringe just now, you obviously said it's a lot bigger now, but what do you think about it when you're walking up and you see so many different types of people and so many the tourists and stuff like that? How do you like that it's busier?
Yeah, I mean I do, but it can be pretty tough on the smaller acts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that the Fringe should do some sort of grants for those guys. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Because they're coming in, they're paying loads of rent in the rooms, and they're paying for the posters and all that kind of stuff. If there was just a way, like, maybe if it's your first year, you can the room is free rent for you. Or something like that, because Jonas, when you go into these rooms here, you're renting the same room, right? So like in a wedding, you go in a wedding and you rent the room for the day. It's just yours.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how it works here. There's one room being rented by about 20 different people. The same room.
And
so it's not fair. It's getting paid over and over and over again. And as well as that, here's another one. The accommodation, of course, which has gone nuts. The tourist tax. Oh my God. Yeah. Well done. What a move that was. Oh, let's put a tourist tax on them. It's not expensive enough. So the accommodation's really tough on the acts. And I was talking to one of the guys that was he's from one of the universities out here, one of the heads. He says they're all empty. All the rooms are empty during the festival. And so the acts could, stay there for free.
Oh, for God's sake!
I know. I am going to be mayor of Edinburgh.
You should. I'm going
to run for mayor of Edinburgh. And there's the catacombs. Plenty of room in the catacombs.
We know.
A little bit colder. Pop the acts down there.
That's ideal, isn't it?
Is there maybe more comics now though than what you remember back in the day? Do you feel as though everyone wants to do it?
Yeah, everyone wants to do it.
Yeah.
And
does everyone realise how difficult it is though?
Yeah, but when we did it, there was still a good lot of us, but the standard was massive. Because in our day, you found out pretty quickly if you weren't good. The heckling was insane. So I remember walking on stage here and live and put my foot on the ground. I can't even mention it on radio. Loads of them just screaming at me, didn't even say anything. And I just had to leave. And when I went, they went, "Yeah, that's right. Off I went." So here, there's a little more leeway here.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. That's all right. Because it's a different world now.
It's a different world.
You can't be screaming at people every 5 minutes. Give them a chance.
We need to stop that now.
Yeah, give them a chance. But I
tell you what, your show, Jason, every single year you have an energy that I think is unmatched here. And I take it, and also there's an element of what can happen tonight, because you bring the crowd into it. That's always been a big part of your comedy.
Yeah, and every year I make the same mistake. I try and do my whole show in the first night, and it doesn't happen. It's like I just trip over myself. I bring too much stuff, and I also need to talk to the audience, get them on my side, get them into my world, and then you only have an hour. And then the second night I kind of eased off a bit. That was grand. Then the third night I thought I'd go back and try everything again. That was a bit of a. And then last night it got the perfect storm. I knew what to do. Do you know what I mean? And so the idea of the show is I asked people on Facebook what stunts they wanted me to do again. Because I can't do stand-up again, but the stunts. And so there's a couple of stunts from years ago that are back. And one of them I don't mind telling you, which is That's Not a Badger. I did this thing was That's Not a Badger. And it's just usual, isn't it? The thing that costs the least money and is the simplest thing is the funniest.
That's it.
So I've loads of pictures of badgers that come up on the screen, and the Scottish guy sitting there, and the punter has to say badger when he sees a badger. And I said, say that's not a badger when you see a badger. And your man's going, right, got it. And I started, and he went, badger, badger, no badger, badger. And I went, sir, what did you say?
Yeah.
And he went, no badger. I said, no, say that's not a badger. And he goes, well, that's what I'm saying. No badger. Why would you say that's not a badger? It takes too long. Goes, and then he goes, go. And I went, badger, badger. And he goes, no badger, badger. And it's so silly, that bit.
Peter say what
that's amazing.
That lasts about 60 seconds. And the poor fella sits down then.
I love that.
He doesn't know what's happened. But there's loads of I've created a lot of madness.
Are you always thinking throughout the year of a little prop that might work for the show and keep your eye open for that?
Yeah.
And a wee idea.
You know, like a hand, the hand fans, the little ones.
Yeah.
I was doing a gig in Ireland, and I was in a tiny venue. It was really hot in July, and a woman goes, "Oh, you're very hot. Do you want that fan?" And gave it to me, and I hit it off the mic by accident. And as it was spinning, it sounded like something completely different. Yeah.
And then you thought, right?
Yeah.
Planted a seed.
Can't even mention it.
I've heard that.
I can't
before.
mention it. Yeah.
I wonder what it could be.
Well, it sounds like a motorised something.
Grado has a prop.
Oh yeah.
Have you you're sitting on it.
Oh, there we go.
And this is Grado's.
It's my.
Oh, you're dropping
Oh no, there's loads of
my-
bits and pieces, Grado.
So it usually is my totes bag of.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of questions that he's written in here, and he just says answer whatever comes out of the
In
bag.
tiny
truthfully.
writing.
Yes. So do you
Little
want?
tiny writing. Your feet are tiny as well.
Do you think so?
Mine's
Isn't it mad? I don't know how some ladies actually stay up.
I'm a size 5.
It's not. You're size 5.
5.
Oh my God,
Well.
that's
Or
amazing.
you? What size are you?
Well, I'm telling 10 and a half. I give myself a half.
Yeah, you've got to do that.
Yeah, it's different shoes. It was nearly 11. That would have been good, you know.
That would have
No,
been
10
know,
off,
just
fine,
Take
mate.
the 10 and
Could
a
you not
half.
just
Well, I take the
win
10
an
and
11 and
10
wear
off, don't worry about
insoles?
11.
Well, I could, yeah. It would look better, wouldn't it?
Dip your hand in that bag.
no,
Right, what have you got, Jason?
Question. 3 things worth spending your money on at the Fringe. Try and find a posh kids play. Like the posh kids, they're like they're
Oh,
comedy.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're dreadful actors, right? It's so brilliant.
But that's good to watch.
Yeah,
it's funny,
it's
entertaining.
so funny.
Yeah.
You'll have
That's
the best
it.
crowd, and you're not allowed to laugh either.
Well, you can't laugh.
No.
And that's the best feeling in the world.
And these kids are
More
only
than
starting
your
out.
mum.
They're coming in from Oxford and Cambridge,
Yeah.
and all their mammies and daddies have paid for the thing. And you go to Edinburgh for August now, and they're hilarious. So
Oh,
go
that's
go
so
and
funny.
see them. You know, definitely go catch it, and that's endless.
Find that
Them.
funny.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I
find that
don't
funny.
find much funny, you see.
No, yeah, well that. Oh, do you like kind of misery?
She's
Yeah, I'm quite
she's
miserable,
bad
I
watching
think.
stand up.
that's okay.
She's
I'm
quite
like
hard
that.
to.
I'm like, you should come see me though.
Yeah, well.
I'll cheer you up.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, you
because
will.
I do talk about a lot of misery.
Yeah.
With
miserable stuff. Just like,
Yeah, don't worry.
I laugh more, like Grado was explaining that I laugh more at,
When somebody's no funny.
Yeah.
She likes
Yeah.
it when somebody's not funny.
then
Yeah.
I just laugh
Like
at
she,
it.
I
Serious.
think she would like an open night watching jabronis try to
Yeah.
try to stand up and
Doing the open
struggle.
mics.
She would find that funner than people actually
that
being
is fun
funny.
though.
Yeah,
But
it
you know what I
kind
mean?
of is. Yeah.
I find Des funny. I've been to his show. I thought he was brilliant.
Aye,
She,
aye.
she only finds
anytime I
non-funny
speak to
people
you,
funny,
I think-
so she loves
No,
it.
I think he's funny because
Yeah, by
anytime
the
I
way,
speak to him, you're very
Jason,
funny.
you will love him.
I get those weird compliments. Actors get people waiting back going, I didn't think you were funny, but I went to see your show and you actually are. And I actually talk about a heckle that was in Edinburgh for me here years ago. I don't even remember. It was in the Pleasance, not the Pleasance Grand, Pleasance. I can't think of it now. Any one of the Pleasance venues holds about 500, and it was an aisle.
Aye.
And halfway through, some Scottish guy just stood out of it, put his back to me, and looked at the audience, stood still, and went, "Utter," and said the words, and walked out of the room.
See, I find that funny.
Yeah,
That is funny.
we all did.
Yeah.
Though. We all laughed as much. So the other thing you can do as well. Well, look, you don't have to pay for it. You can go back to see. I love all the activities.
Yeah.
Aye, right, okay.
Pitch and putt.
Really?
37-hole pitch and putt is right there in the meadows.
Good.
The Commonwealth pool is 50 quid. You can go swimming, do Pilates. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. But you got find a show that you don't know.
Yeah.
Find it, and go to a really late. Like I'm going to a show tomorrow night at 11:30. I think it's in a hotel. It holds about 20 people. I don't know anything about it. My mate's bringing me. So just find all these.
You just
odd
take
shows.
a punt on something.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many of them, you know, and it might be rubbish, but it doesn't matter.
Is
I
it
mean,
just-
you'd like it. So
Is
why
it
not?
just like sort of like summer camp for you, like with your pals?
Yeah.
Every year.
And
You're making a bit of dough to it.
And I put up a little message when I got here to all the acts to say just enjoy Edinburgh. Don't be sitting in your house all day working on a show.
No.
Like this is amazing what happens here.
This
you know
is
what I
fun
mean?
bit, isn't it?
Like Cirque du Soleil started here. The Blue Men, Stomp, all of them were all
Blue
here.
Man Group.
Yeah, they're all
Roller
here.
group here?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, there's all these shows that just leave here and they go off to be huge, and you can go, I see that here.
Yeah.
Fringe, aye.
And there's loads of comics down in doing 11 and a half Angry Men. So that's
Is that right?
Yeah, there's like Phil Nichol and Glenn Wool, Stephen K. Amos, and Tom Stade. I can't mention them all. Ian Coppinger, but that's a good one.
But I think everyone should come to your show personally. So
Yeah.
where are you at? Tell
But I'm
us where
very
you're at.
Irish. I never self-promote.
But that's
What we do as Irish and Scots.
Yeah.
Don't bother about
Aye,
me.
don't worry about me.
Oh, for God's sake, don't be all right.
I'll echo that, Adele. You're right.
No.
Yeah.
We should go and see a show because I think it is the ultimate Fringe show and a 30-year celebration.
Well, this has been my last 4 weeks ever. I won't do 4 weeks again. This is
Really?
Yeah, this is me. I'm too tired now to do another 4 weeks.
You wouldn't do the
two
full.
next
No,
week,
he's waiting
maybe?
for the- huh?
Do you do a couple next week rather than the four next time?
Next time, yeah, definitely. I might do 2 weeks or
Yeah.
just do a week, but I won't do 4 weeks
This
again.
is your last full Fringe run.
Yeah,
No.
definitely, 100%.
Are you sure? Why have you come to
Yeah.
that decision? Just
Oh, it's too. I'm too tired.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
yeah. I've done it now, and I wanted to
Yeah.
kind of do something like that on my 30th anniversary, and I just went, "That'll do now."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And let all, and as well as that, I don't want to be taking up loads of tickets all the time from all the younger acts. You know what I mean?
oh, that's so nice.
By the way,
We're
That's so
swamping them.
decent
Do you know
of
what I mean?
you.
So
Why
I'm
are you
gonna.
being genuine?
Yeah.
Yeah, guy.
So
No.
I'll definitely. Do you know what I tried to do one year? I don't know if anybody's listening. I'd love to be able to do it. Is try and lease one of the venues, and
Let them-
And give everyone opportunities. you
I'd
mean?
lease it, and charge the lowest of low that we could, and
get
just get.
people in.
But I can't find one. It's really hard. I tried to get a marquee in the Meadows, and the council wouldn't let us. Without charging £10,000,000,000 a second.
I know.
right.
But I'd love to do that.
We've got a year to try and
We've
find
got a
someone
year
in
to find-
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And his name to come out with a wee cake for you because it's your 35th
I know
now.
what you do.
Funny
Are you
things.
getting a cake?
Well, I also have a lot of friends that are Irish and Scots, and the celebration is normally this. Well done.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, do you want a pint or? I said, no, there's no cakes. There's not going to be. It's just like,
Well, there's no fanfare, but there are still some tickets available. I know it will sell
it goes.
out, but
We're only here
what
barely a
time
week.
and
It's on
venue?
at 7:10.
That's a good time.
Oh my God, my crowd are so happy sitting in there at 7:10.
Yeah.
You used
That's
to be
perfect.
later on.
I know I'm getting earlier and earlier
I
every
know.
year. I think next
That's
year will be a lunchtime tea chat.
7:10's
I could
nice.
see you doing that. But 7:10's a great slot.
It's a 4 o'clock lunch, pre-dinner, and
Yeah.
then it's walk
Aye,
along
that's
there.
perfect.
get
You go and
yourself-
see
Yeah,
Jason.
the
That's
tickets,
perfect,
the tickets are flying. It's really good. So, yeah.
What's your venue again?
Oh, sorry, it's the Assembly Hall
Of course it is.
up
and
on the
it's-
Mound.
Oh,
It is the
Ferrari.
best venue in the whole city,
Is it?
though.
Yeah,
It's so
oh,
easy to play it.
You can. It's a great venue, and the venue outside is stunning.
Yeah.
And then inside as well, and
Yeah.
he fills it. He absolutely
No,
does.
Noakes is out there. What's his name? The statue, John Noakes.
John Noakes, yeah.
Yeah, he's
John Knox,
he
yeah.
stares at me as a Catholic as I walk by to gig in the Protestant. I'm basically gigging in Church of Scotland. That's where I'm gigging.
You are, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice
That
one,
is-
big man.
yeah, John Knox
on
is in
behalf
there.
of Ireland, gigging in the Church of Scotland with John Knox looking at me.
This is it. Well,
It's like we call it the Harry Potter building.
he
Because
doused himself in holy water every time he goes on.
I do my gig in a bubble.
If you can get a ticket, go and see the man. 30 years of brilliant shows, and he's back again, 7:10 every night, and on the bus with us here at the heart of the
legend,
Fringe.
man.
Let's hear it for Jason.
We love a
Byrne.
bus. We love a good bus.
Yeah, love you.
I don't even know what number this is.